Am I live? Let me double check. I'm doing things a little bit differently today, so I just want to make sure that things are working. And doing something different and doing something new. Today is also the very first time I'll be doing my bi-weekly series of Q&A, right? So basically you ask me any of your parenting questions and I will answer them. So it seems like we are live. I hope I'm not starting in the middle of everything, but oh well, if we are. So welcome everyone. If you're watching for the very first time, I'm very happy that you are here. Actually, if you're watching period, I'm very happy that you are here. Welcome. I am Denise. I am a parenting coach and a mom of two currently living in Madrid. So today I'm going to be answering some of the questions that parents have sent my way. And so one of the first questions I got asked actually was, what exactly do you do, right? What is a parenting coach? So before I answer that question, I would like to ask you, before hearing about me, did you ever hear of a parenting coach? Or yeah, so I'd love to know if you've heard of a parenting coach before knowing me, and what do you think a parenting coach is? So basically, most of you have probably heard me say that as a parenting coach, I help parents enjoy parenting, right? But that's like, okay, so what? What does that mean? So what we do is through one-on-one sessions, I look at what is happening in your life, right? What are your beliefs or what are your thoughts around parenting that is keeping you from enjoying it, right? It can be hard to be a parent, especially when our day-to-day now more than ever can be filled with so much overwhelm, stress, and frustration. So I help you in two ways. The one way is we look at what is actually happening in your day-to-day that's causing you all of these feelings, right? All of this like overwhelm. And if necessary, I provide you with mindset shifts, so different ways of looking at your day, and while at the same time, different tools and strategies just to make your day, at the very least, more manageable, right? So the idea is at the very least, you're manageable, but also you get to the point where you actually enjoy every single day, most of the days, most of the time. Because again, parenting is hard. And so there are times, it's kind of like where there are times where in the moment, you are having a hard time, but also you know that in the long haul, this is worth it. This is what parenting is about. And you kind of also get to enjoy that hard time. So that is the second part of how I help you enjoy parenting, is that we look at parenting from a long-term perspective, what it is that you want for your family, right? What are your family goals? What are your values? What type of relationship do you want to have with your children 20 years from now? And then we see how you can actually apply that to your everyday life. Claudia said I did a session with her and her advice was easy to follow and you see results. Thank you so much for that comment, Claudia. I really appreciate it. It was a pleasure to work with you as well. So thank you. So that is the first question, right? What exactly do I do? The second question was that my child has been wetting her underwear a lot more often, 3 to 4 times a day. What should I do? So first of all, you are not alone in this regression. I have heard this came from one specific mom, but I have heard this from so many other parents. And it's not even just the potty accident. I've also heard of 7-year-olds who all of a sudden say that they can no longer wash their hands, right? Or 11-year-olds who can't go to bed by themselves again. So this is all totally normal, okay? There's nothing wrong with your child. They're just maybe feeling an extra level of stress. And so what can you do? basically this is happening to them because they're feeling more stressed, they're maybe feeling more unsafe, right? So the idea is that as much as possible, you give them that feeling of safety, right? You reassure them both physically and emotionally that they are safe. um so how can you do that, right? That's all very like theoretical. So in your day to day, that would really look like just supporting them any way that you can. It would be showing them empathy. So when they do actually have these type of accidents, it's we don't get mad at them. We just like be like, okay, that happened. Or if they are actually upset about it, then we say, yeah, I know it can be really upsetting for you to pee on yourself when you were it's not a very good feeling, or depending on what it is that you think your child is going through. It's just to say that, right? Just to really express, show to them that you understand what they're going through. The second thing that we can also do is by supporting them. If we actually see that maybe when in the case of the toilet accident, maybe it's a bit too late, but if we see that they are about to do it, then we actually just, as their parent, as their leader, if necessary, we just help them do it. We help them go to the bathroom. We help them put down their pants if necessary. And just realize that, if they're not doing it, it's because they can't do it. It's not because they don't want to do it. It's not because they want to annoy you, right? It's really because they feel like they cannot do it. So as their parent, it is up to us to support them in doing it. In the case of the 7-year-old who says he can't wash his hands, that it would be to go with him to the bathroom and actually wash his hands with him. Right. Another way that we can help them feel emotionally and physically safe is through laughter. Just doing whatever you can to make them laugh, which is really fun for both of you. Related to laughter is physical connection. All those hugs and kisses and however else you connect with your child is a way for them to really feel safe. And it's good for you as well, because it just makes both of you feel good to do that. Another thing is messy play. So giving them like a creative output, whatever the word is. So, just letting them play with their hands, draw, play with clay, just anything that like gets them moving and creating. That's also a way for them to kind of release all the stress that they have going on inside. Another way that I put here also is, now that we can go outside, is to spend time outside, and if we can, to also do physical activity while we are outside, but we can also do that inside as well. It's just like getting our bodies moving. So these are all different ways that you can help her. And Claudia says, I get so angry when it's the third one. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's really frustrating for you, because then you're the one who kind of has to clean up the mess, right? Especially if it's like the third one in the day. I get that. And it can be hard to stay calm. So in this case, I would suggest looking at my previous video just from yesterday, where I talk about what I do to help me stay calm. Maybe that can help you as well. In this case, I really think just remembering that she's doing this because she can't do better. Like, she's not doing it on purpose. It's because she can't do it. I think might help you in the sense might help you stay calm in that moment. And how to help her, in this, like, when she actually does it, when it happens, it would just be to be really, like, as much as you can, to just be loving to her and be like, okay, this happened. Let's get you a new panty. What can you help me tidy up? Like, and also include her in the tidying up of it, right? In the cleaning up of it. And at the same time, really look at your day and try to include all the different things that I mentioned, so that once you start working on that side, on her feeling physically and emotionally safe, then this part of the wetting will get better. Okay. Let me know how it goes. I'll go through quickly again what were the ways that I said, just to help you, so you can listen and get some ideas. So again, I said to really express empathy, regardless of how she's feeling, to show her that you do understand what she's going through. To support her if she is asking for help, to give her that help that she needs, to get her to laugh and to connect with her physically, to go outside and get some active physical activity going on, and to do like messy play, like anything with her hands that's creative. Let me know how it goes, okay? Like, give it a few days, up to a week. And then if it doesn't get better, please let me know. I really want to know. And so I'd love to help you some more. So another question that I got also was when my child is feeling frustrated, or she bites her friend. And so in this case, at least you kind of know why she's doing it, right? She's feeling frustrated. So if you can in the future be just more aware of when she is feeling that way, so you can physically stop her from doing it if necessary. Just because at this age as well, I think if I remember correctly, your daughter is about 3. So at this age as well, sometimes even if they know they can't do something or they shouldn't do something, they're still not developmentally capable of stopping themselves from doing it. So the idea is that if you can see that it's going to happen, to prevent it. And if you aren't able to prevent it, then again, express empathy, and then also show her how she can make amends. So let's say that her friend is crying because he bit her, or let's say that the friend is crying. So you would go to her and you would say to your child, you would say, okay, I can see that you're really frustrated. You bit your friend. Your friend is crying because he doesn't like being bitten, right? What can we do to help him feel better? And then maybe in the moment she won't really be able to react, because she herself kind of might be shocked at what she just did. So don't force anything out of her. Just then model the behavior that you would want her to do. So then maybe that would mean going up to the friend, asking him if he's okay, offering whatever he needs to feel better, right? And then it's through this that she will be able to do that herself, when the next time it happens, or the next, it's a process. So I hope that helped as well. Let me know if it didn't. If you have more questions, let me know. And so we have time for the last question for today, was from another mom who said that her child gets really upset. Well, more than upset, he gets aggressive. Yeah, upset and aggressive when they mention, or when he hears the coronavirus. So this is also normal. It would also depend on what he has been hearing about it, right? So try to think of I don't know if I've mentioned it. I have mentioned this before. So there's the iceberg theory. Where should I stay here? So with the idea that you can only see, what we can see is only the tip of the iceberg, right? And so the things that we can see are their behavior. And so we have to really remind ourselves that underneath that behavior, there are all these different things going on, right? They could be fear, worry, anxiety, these thoughts, just all these different emotions. I have a picture of the iceberg of what could be going on under. I'll put that in the video comments as well so you can see. So so the idea is that remember that what you see is only just the tip of the iceberg. So try to think of what else is going on with your child. And instead of addressing the behavior itself, address what you think is going on. And another thing is when he does show how upset and angry or aggressive he is. Again, just express empathy. Just be like, yeah, I don't know why he would be. I personally don't know what is going on with him, but I would guess, for example, how maybe he's angry at the coronavirus because he can't go outside. So I would just say like, yeah, I can see that you are really angry because you want to go outside and this virus is keeping you from going outside. So basically, if there is one thing that you learned from this live, it's that when in doubt, express empathy. And one last thing, I know I'm a bit over time, but one last thing is remember also that expressing empathy does not mean accepting the action, right? So for example, in the case of the daughter who bites, you can validate that she's feeling angry, but that doesn't mean that you are able to agree with her biting her friend. They are two different things. Okay, so that is all for today. I hope I answered all the questions. If you have any more comments about what I said, just let me know. If you want me to answer your questions, just send them my way and I will answer them again in 2 weeks. Okay, I hope you have a very nice Wednesday. And tomorrow I'll be with Shar from Health by Intuition, and she will be talking about mindfulness and parenting. Okay, yes, it is actually possible. So she's going to share with us how we can do it and why we should even bother. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.